Mariah, you know that it has been written that you were a hostage in that house. Did you feel that? True or not, did you feel it? Obviously you did.
I have a record coming out.
Mariah Carey is one of the biggest singers in the world, a diva in her own right, but she went through absolute hell to get there.
You said, I learned many things that little ones shouldn't know.
When I was 12 years old, my sister drugged me, inflicted me with third-degree burns, and tried to sell me out.
She was a prostitute.
Then, this powerful man suddenly came along, parting the seas to make room for my dream.
He's great. I mean, he's like the best person in the world.
Was he a father figure?
Yeah.
However, there was a price to pay for his protection.
Mariah Carey came to me crying. Tommy Mottola is a devil.
Everybody was afraid of him.
Mariah had escaped one nightmare and entered another.
I was held captive in that relationship.
Talking to other people wasn't allowed.
Everywhere I went, I was monitored. I truly believed I was going to die in that house.
Until she reached out to the one person she knew would help, or so she thought.
Reports are coming in that Mariah Carey's own mother called the cops on her and police escorted the singer to a facility.
I have never spoken about it. It's a vivid memory that I'll never forget.
My mother wasn't home yet from being in the city, and I was relieved. I haven't slept more than 2 hours in 6 days. I collapsed onto the cozy bed, surrendering to its softness. Everything quickly turned to a long-awaited dark, and I sank down into it. Finally, peace. Mariah, what are you doing? They're looking for you. A booming, dramatic voice violently pulled me out of the pool of quiet in which I had been floating. She was waking me up to tell me that the record label was looking for me to get back to work. I shouted. No one, and especially not my mother, had ever seen me in such a rage. All the fear and fury I had bottled inside myself was now directed at my mother.
There was a power shift that was immediate. It was immediate and she was in charge, and rather than say, I'm here, I'm taking care of my daughter, she's tired, it was like, oh no, because you defied me, this is what's going to happen.
Your mother calls the police in a house that you have paid for. You're Mariah Carey, and the police come in and...
No one tried to explain to the police that it was just a family blowout, that everything was okay, and I was just overworked and had lost my temper.
Mariah was placed in the psychiatric facility and administered hard narcotics.
The drugs blocked me from whatever energy and will to fight I had in reserve. They made me sluggish, puffy, and compliant. I was led to a small room at the end of a hall. I perceived it as windowless, though it most likely was not. There was a door to close me in. There was a bed. I curled up tight on top of it.
After a sleepless night, Mariah tried to sign herself out the next morning. But to her horror, she discovered that she wasn't allowed.
I was deeply scared and completely alone. The whimpering of frightened people behind doors like mine never ceased. Prayer wouldn't come. Fear was my only companion.
But this wasn't the first time Mariah couldn't escape. Because long before the facility, long before the police, there was Tommy Mottola, the man she thought was her way out. Mariah had met Tommy when she was just 18 years old and trying to make it as a singer.
Music has always been my saving grace. It's always been what has made me feel special. My friend brought me to a party to meet a guy named Jerry Greenberg. These guys were all looking at me, and I didn't really understand why. I was just this little teenage girl. I had borrowed her clothes, and then she walks over and she goes, "This is my friend Mariah. You know, she writes all her own songs. She's this, she's that, da-da-da-da." Goes to hand Jerry the tape, and Tommy Mottola grabbed it out of his hand. So he went out, left the party. Then she told me who he was, and I said, okay, this guy's never gonna listen to my tape.
Tommy Mottola was the president of Sony Music and one of the most powerful people in the industry. And what Mariah didn't know was that Tommy had actually left the party to listen to her demo tape in his limo.
Tommy came back to find me, but I was gone.
And so began Tommy's quest to not only find Mariah, but to win her over.
The way it happened was very fairy tale-esque. I understand why people equate my story with the Cinderella.
Come back. Oh, please come back. I don't even know your name. How will I find you?
So here you were, 19? Mm-hmm. Okay, and he was 20 years older, and he's interested in you romantically.
This powerful man suddenly came along, parting the seas to make room for my dream.
Was he a father figure?
Probably, yeah.
Who came on to who first when you and Mariah first got together?
I ain't going there.
You're not going to do it?
The relationship really came out of working that intensely together.
Yeah.
It turned into, a 24/7 situation.
Is it true that Tommy Mottola was the first man that you went to bed with? Yeah?
He's great. I mean, he's like the best person in the world.
He believed in me. You could be as big as Michael Jackson, he would say to me.
The feeling is that he made you, his guidance, that it wouldn't have happened without him.
Tommy had a brazen confidence I had never seen up close. He impressed me, and I saw him as a truly empowered person, which I found very attractive. In the beginning, Tommy shielded me from all the people who wanted to use me. That meant Tommy also protected me from my own family.
Growing up, Mariah was tormented by her older sister. The bullying and physical abuse was relentless, far beyond anything you could call sibling rivalry. But one day, when Mariah was just 12 years old, her sister seemed different, like she was ready to make amends.
She took me to a place that made my eyebrows beautiful. She took me shopping for my first bra. We were trying to be sisters, or so I thought.
She was a prostitute.
Mariah's sister dropped her off at an older man's house, a man Mariah had never met.
When we arrived, my sister handed me a little chalky ice blue pill. "Here, take this," she said.
You said, I learned many things that little ones shouldn't know.
Within minutes, I was in a heavy, scary darkness, pushed down into a place beneath sleep, and I couldn't pull myself out. I don't know how long I was knocked out. I don't know why my sister drugged me. I don't know why my mother let me go with her and this man.
After years of being let down by the people who were meant to love her the most, Mariah was relieved to have Tommy's protection. However, Mariah soon realized that Tommy's protection was a disguise for something much more sinister.
Everybody was afraid of him. There was so much security and armed security.
Tommy was so paranoid, the bodyguards literally followed her to the women's room.
Talking to other people wasn't allowed.
Tommy made Mariah's world shrink. She wasn't allowed to do anything or go anywhere without his say. Yet to the world, it looked like a dream come true.
Mariah and Tommy got married in a lavish, celebrity-studded ceremony reminiscent of the royal wedding of Diana and Prince Charles.
The reason I got married was because there was pressure from him to get married. I never believed in marriage.
So what made you ignore all of those feelings and go ahead and do it?
Fear. I thought he would lighten his grip on me. I thought he would relax.
But Tommy's grip on Mariah tightened, and what once felt like a fairy tale spiraled into a nightmare.
Tommy's energy was intense, more than overbearing. His presence felt dense and oppressive. Even before he would enter the room, I could sense the air change and my breath grow short. Often I just wanted to go to the kitchen for a snack or to sit at the table and write down some lyrics. But every time, right as I would start to settle and begin to find my breath,
"Hey, what are you doing?"
Every move I made, everywhere I went, I was monitored minute by minute, day after day, year after year. I never thought I would be strong enough to leave Tommy. I truly believed I was going to die in that house, that I was not worthy of both happiness and success. He was committed to me not having a life he didn't control, that he wouldn't be happy until I was buried in the ground. One evening, I was working with two men I had a significant creative and professional relationship with. The atmosphere was anything but warm. I was sitting still, looking down at the table when Tommy walked over and picked up the knife from the place setting in front of me. He pressed the flat side of it against my right cheek. Every muscle in my face clenched, my entire body locked in place. My lungs stiffened. Tommy held the knife there. His boys watched and didn't say a word. After what seemed like forever, he slowly dragged the thin, cool strip of metal down my burning face. I was searing with rage from the excruciating humiliation. That was his last show with me as the captive audience.
So 4 years after the storybook wedding, Mariah left Tommy Mottola.
You shouldn't go through your life always in fear of the next argument or the next issue or the next problem.
After leaving Tommy, Mariah reconnected with her family, hoping to build a healthy relationship with them.
The sister is HIV positive, the sister who abused drugs. You help to take care of her, you support your mother.
Buying my mom a house was one of the best things I ever experienced in my life.
But as Mariah was focusing on her family, many started to wonder if Tommy would try and get his revenge.
Are you afraid? He listens to this interview and he gets mad.
He's the head of the company, so he's the one who's calling the shots. And really, I would like to have a good relationship with him.
If he can make a career, he can break a career.
Sony rushed to make a single for another female entertainer on their label.
Part of the melody in Jennifer's hit, I'm Real, comes from Mariah's own song, Loverboy.
He was angry about the divorce and my departure from Sony, and he used all his power and connections to punish me. He didn't want it to look like I could succeed on my own without him. This is hard right now, I told myself. It's a struggle, but I'll make it through no matter what. More than my personal happiness, I needed my career as an artist to survive.
Mariah threw herself into her work, determined to prove that her success had never belonged to Tommy, that it was always hers. But the pressure was relentless, and Mariah was running on empty, so she did what any daughter would do. She went home to her mother.
You'd gone to your mother's house, you hadn't slept in 6 days, everybody was pressuring you, and your mother became upset with you and called the police.
The police escorted Mariah to the psychiatric facility, and 2 weeks later, she was still trapped there.
One morning, I was in my bleak room, feeling drowsy, when an attendant came and brought me into the common area. It was crowded with staff and patients, and all were staring up at the large television in silence.
We have a breaking news story to tell you about. Apparently, a plane has just crashed into the World Trade Center here in New York City. It happened just a few moments ago.
I was frozen, eyes locked on the horror unfolding before me when someone from the staff tapped me on my shoulder. I was free to go. I was anxious to get back to New York. It was inspiring how the city immediately got to work putting itself back together in the wake of the attacks, and I was eager to put my life back together too. I stayed in a hotel and blocked my family and others from getting to me. I was waking from the nightmare they'd created, and I had to get my own help. It wasn't an easy journey back to myself, but I was back on my feet and walking forward.
All your life, as a very little girl, you wanted to sing and be a star. Now you sing and you're a star. What's the ultimate ambition?
To find happiness. Because I'm still looking for that, and I don't like to say that because I don't want to seem ungrateful. I know what I have, but still inside, I don't feel like there's anyone who I can trust completely.
One of the definitions of insanity is doing the same things over and over and expecting different results. My version of insanity was allowing the same thing to be done to me over and over by the same people.
I neglected myself as a human being. At a certain point, I said, you know what? Forget this. Forget this whole career at this moment because it's too much for me. I finally got a chance to take time for me, and I learned a lesson.
No one is going to stop me or take all my power again.
Mariah cut ties with her family and started one of her own.
I'm so grateful to have overcome so many obstacles. I am not Cinderella. My life has not been a fairy tale. Forget the image, forget the ensembles, forget the rumors. As a person, I am genuinely happy. And finally free to be who I really am. Thank you.